I have been meaning to do this video for a while now. Like genuinely, people have been asking me about Publbee for months. And every time I tried to sit down and record a proper introduction, I just never did. Not because I did not want to. I think I just kept waiting for the right moment. You know that feeling when you run into a friend you have not seen in a while and they go, "Wait, what have you actually been up to?" And instead of the short answer, you just tell them everything. That is this video. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, because I am going to show you exactly what Publbee is, how it works, and why I spent 2 years building it. My name is Nezir. I am 27 years old. By day, I am a software engineer, and by night, for the past 3 to 4 years, I have been running a KDP publishing business. And about 2 years ago, I hit a wall. Not because KDP was not working, it was working fine. The wall I hit was operational. Every time I wanted to do something, find a niche, spy on competitor, optimize a listing, design cover, collect reviews, I was jumping between different platforms. So I started building Publbee and I launched it officially last November. Today, I want to show you exactly what it does. This is not a sales pitch. It will be like a walkthrough. And here is what we're covering. First, I want to start with something most creators bury at the end, the review center. Because if you're a new publisher, this changes everything. Then we will get into the full research suite, keywords, PSR, niche hunting, all of it. And finally, the content creation tools, cover generation, A+ content, and also the AI chat. So let us get into it. I want to start here with the review center because this was the feature I wish I had existed when I launched my first book. And it kinda existed, but the tools were not that good and most of them were violating the Amazon terms. The importance of reviews, I think I have mentioned that a lot in my YouTube videos. If you have 0 reviews, you will be invisible. Amazon algorithms does not care how good your books is. I mean, yes, it does, but it cares more about social proof. And without it, new books almost never go anywhere. So what do most people do? They either beg their friends and family, and most of you know how that goes, or they pay some sketchy review service that violates Amazon's terms and risk getting their account banned. And there had to be a better way. And I think the review center is the solution here. And it works on a simple coin economy. And as an offer, you create what we call a quest for your book. You set a coin reward here. It appears on the quest board. This one is the quest board. And real reviewers, other KDP publishers just like you, claim your quest, read your book, and leave an honest review on Amazon. Once we confirm the review is live, they earn their coins. And there are 3 quest types here: the standard quest, the Kindle Unlimited quest, and the verified purchased quest. The standard is actually the easiest one. You earn 1 coin with that. You download the manuscript of the book here on the platform, read it, and leave a review. With the Kindle Unlimited, you have to have a Kindle Unlimited account and read the book with your account and then leave a review. With the verified purchase, you actually have to buy the book and then leave a review. And each type rewards more coins than the last one. And there is the part I want to be very clear about. The review center is completely free for everyone. Not a free trial, not free with a catch, it's free. There are some limits on how many quests you can run at once, depending on if you have a paid plan or no plan. But the core feature, the ability to get your first Amazon reviews through a legitimate community exchange, is free, and it will always be free. Every book deserves a fair shot here. That is why this is free. Let me take you back to a problem that I mentioned in other videos of mine. The real reason why you need so many tools in KDP is because the problems are split into separate problems or separate categories. These include finding keywords, validating a niche, spying on competitors, tracking trends, and doing all of that in separate marketplaces. And Publbee solves all these problems in one single place. So let me walk you through into each one. So let's start with the keyword analysis tool. Type in any topic or any niche you want and then click search. You instantly get real data. And if you click on load keyword data here, you get number of competing books, average review count, average price, market trends, and also 4 types of keyword suggestions: broad, long tail, hot, and narrow. You also get these 2 matrices, opportunity score and difficulty level, and you would aim here for keywords that have high opportunity score, that would be green, and low difficulty level, and that's also green. Then you know that's the sweet spot. I can pick this keyword. And here is why this matters. Amazon gives you exactly 7 backend keyword slots. 7. And that's it. If you fill those slots with the wrong keywords, you will be invisible. This tool shows you what buyers are actually typing into that search bar. The next tool I want to introduce is genuinely clever: the reverse keyword research. And here you paste in any competitor's ASIN or Amazon URL. Let's take this one. Then click on search. And Publbee figures out every keyword that book actually ranks for. So instead of guessing what is working, you see exactly what is working for the successful books in your niche. And then you use that. And here you also can click on load keyword data to get all the information about the keyword. The next tool in our list is the book inspector tool. This is what I call X-ray vision for any book on Amazon. Paste in an ASIN here as well. Then click search. You immediately see bestseller rank, estimated daily and monthly sales, revenue estimates, revenue count, price history, available formats, and a competition level assessment. You have everything in one single place. And if you scroll down, you also have price and BSR history up to 1 year. And you also have every statistic you need: the 7-day average rank, the 30-day average rank, if it's trending, if it's seasonal, everything you need to know about a book. The next tool is the niche scout tool. And this one is very, very, very powerful. This is for finding opportunities you did not know existed. You set your filters here, the BSR range, for example, the number of reviews. You select the category. Let's select arts and photography. Then you tell it if it's a book or audiobook that you want to search for. Also, if it's all publishers, all self-published. And you also can filter for keywords. And here, as I said, number of reviews, bestseller rank. Then you click search niches. And after that, you get all the matrices you need: the price trend, the average reviews, average rating, average price. And here you get all the books that has ranked for your filter. You can see the details if you want. You also can see the categories again, actually the same thing as the book inspector. You can search here for the sweet spot. So what do I mean by sweet spot? Decent sales, low competition, and Niche Scout finds it in seconds instead of hours of manual browsing. And the last piece of the research suite is the Chrome extension. This one works directly inside of Amazon. While you browse search results, for example, I search for the coloring book, the extension overlays real-time data on every book you see. This one includes the BSR, the estimated sales, the price history, all without leaving Amazon. For each book, you have all the information on the bottom of the book. If you click on this button here, you also get the BSR history and the price history. You can switch between 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, and 1 month. And also you have all the information on top here for this book. If you have no plan, you also get information about the sales and the royalties as well in your free plan. So you don't need to pay anything to use this extension. You only need to pay for specific tool usages inside of the extension. So all this information is available for free. All right, we have everything. We have the keyword, we have validated the niche, and also we have researched our books. Now, you need to make sure that your book is impossible to scroll past. And here comes the content creation tools. For the content creation part, I want to start with the tool that ties everything together, the KDP Mentor. You enter your book's ASIN here, then you can either click on autofill. If you do that, we fill all the available information for you. You only need to upload your manuscript, book cover, and type in your keywords. And then if you have typed in everything, you go down here and click on Start Analysis. And it automatically pulls all the competitor data for comparison, and it gives you a detailed score plus specific actionable suggestions. Here you see we already finished. Here you get the score for each part, for the title, for the description, for the keywords, and for the pricing strategy. And if you click into each one, you have the diagnosis part where you get all the recommendation and also the past checks. So we don't tell you what you have to do, we also tell you what you did good. If you open all the past checks, we tell you what you have done good. And for the diagnosis part, we rank your recommendation from high to medium to low. So you can decide, okay, the high ones I really need to focus on, and the other ones is optional. Here we compare before and after, what our suggestion is, the action steps, and also the effort, how hard it is to change it. You can use this tool to get an feedback. It is like, as the name says, the mentor you need and is available 24/7. Now comes the, I would say, the fun part, the book cover generator. And here you have full control of your cover. You don't need to be an expert designer. You don't need to know Canva. You don't need to know Photoshop. You don't need anything. You only need your book title, subtitle, author name, book description, and the information you already have with your page count, trim size, binding type. These are all information you already have. Then if you scroll down, you also have to specify your color scheme up to 4 colors. These are the colors that will be used on your cover, and also the design preferences. You can either select single keywords or you can describe your cover, and you can be very specific here. So for our use case, let's select this cover, for example. And here I will add all the information about this book, and then we can compare our cover with the original cover. For the book description, let's take this. And for the color scheme, as you see, green, black, and pink, and a little bit of yellow. So we will say black, of course, a little bit of pink. Funny combination here. I think this one comes close. Then we have golden yellow, I think. You also can add the color code directly here, so you don't need to specify the color. If you click on the colors, then a color picker is opening. Maybe you don't see it because of the video, but if you don't see it, if you test it, you will see it. Okay, and finally the dark green, this one. Now let's say it's modern, dramatic. I think nature would also be good, and dark. Let's keep it simple. And if you're finished with all the typings, then you click generate cover. And our tool will now generate you a professional looking cover with front part, spine, and also the back part. And it is upload ready to Amazon and finished. As you see here, this is our final result. And if we compare it with the original book cover, I would say it comes really close. This cover was made real designer, and this is with our tool in 2 minutes. And the best part is you can specify the blurb text here on the back. You can specify the spine text, change it. You can change the colors of the back part. You can change the colors of the front part. However you like, it's up to you. And you also can save these covers that you created in our gallery, so it is available for your next edit. Or if you want to convert it into hardcover, or let's say audiobook and so on, you can also do that. So if we click on convert to ebook, for example, this will convert the same book into ebook version, as you see here. And also you can save this one as well, and then you will have all your book formats, all your covers in one single place without needing Canva, without needing Photoshop. The next content creation tool is kind of like the cover generator, but it generates you A+ content. And A+ content, as you know, is very important for marketing. Therefore, we allow you to generate your A+ content in 4 blocks. And the first block is the hook block, the second block is the value block, the proof block, and the close block. You type in all the information again of your book title, of the genre, the color scheme, the background style, and then you specify for each block the hook headline, for example. You can upload your book cover image. Then you also specify for the value block, the value title, the benefits of your book. Also, you can upload your interior screenshots of your book. Then we will generate you nice looking mockups. Last but not least, the closing block where you specify a final statement for your book. Then hit generate. We will generate you 4 images. Again, upload ready to Amazon. And I can show you A+ content that I did create with my tool. This one here, for example, was totally created with our tool. This would cost you a lot of time or a lot of money if you let a designer do it. And last but not least, there is the AI chat. And think of it as a KDP specialist that is always available. You can ask it anything, strategies, keyword ideas, how to rewrite your description, what niche to enter next, and it remembers your full conversation. And also the answers are actually relevant to KDP publishing, not just generic AI output, because we trained this AI chat specifically for KDP offers. If you ask it something, it will give you relevant answers based on real KDP strategies. That's it. Research, content creation, and the review process, all in one single platform. And it is very easy to use. I tried my best to do it very, very easy so everyone can use it. As I mentioned, there is a 7-day free trial, and also if you use the link in the description, you will get a 10% off of your first month. And if you don't like to use the paid plan or the paid tools, you can leave it. You don't need to use it. But I would highly recommend you use the review center because this will boost your books and also your listing on Amazon. So try it out. Anyway, if you have questions, drop them below. I genuinely read every single one. And if you want to stick around for more, subscribe. There will be more videos in the future. And last but not least, I can say every single KDP offer has a system, and Publbee is my system, and it can be yours too. I will see you in the next one.